Today I'm playing in 4 different journals. I often do that. I have them on my desk. I'm going to start right away. Dollar store, Dollarama book journal. How's everybody today? It's Caroline on the Hillside. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to start by making my Dollarama receipt into a graffiti receipt, and I'm going to keep it bright. I couldn't decide which one to share with you today, so I thought, well, I'll do a little bit in every one. A little orange. The only way to journal for me is with no rules. I'm going to use this bright poster board. My thermal roll turned dark because I used my heat tool to dry the paint. And some of the paint's not completely dry. That's okay. That's really cool the way that turned out. I'm going to use some of this blue tissue paper that also has some bright marks on it. And this is how I have fun in my craft space, using all the junk and fun papers, and you just never know how they're going to turn out. I never know until I start looking for things to put on my pages what will be sparked. This is going to be completely messy. Punched out a bunch of round dots using the poster board from the Dollarama. No rhyme, no reason. Being sparked by the bright paint on the receipt. No nonsense. Easy goes it. I'm going to continue mark making on my receipt. Playing with my marker and random mark making. Really fun. As little or as much as you need from your graffiti receipt. I'm going to use my circle maker. I'm going to see if it works on these. Hopefully I won't ruin it. Messy play. I'm using up the ink, so I'm just going around to, so I don't lose any. Some of these stripes on my page. I don't think I'll need too much. Oh, a tab would be fun up here. A tab. I'm gonna put that up here. Well, you know what? I'll just do some circles. And on the other side was some advertisement, some newspaper advertisement, so I can use some of that too, just to give it a little bit of a difference, a little change. I'll just keep the circle theme going, and I'm going to use some of these, black and white. Fun. I'm going to see if my little markers work. I tried a different one. They're not very dark. I want to do a star or two, maybe 3. And then I'm going to use my ransom letters. I haven't used those in a while. And I'll just spell something out. This was completely made with dollar store things that I purchased. But inside, I'm still using up all the items that I purchased, plus anything else. Some wonky stars. I'm going to put some of these on here. It can go on top of another shape. And if something gets covered up, that is great. It's okay. I'm going to put Let It Be. No rhyme, no reason. I'm going to outline it in gold. Put down this piece of packaging on the opposite side, and then I'll use it for something later. I wanted to add some glitter, so I'm using this really old leftover bottle of glitter. Let's see if that dries. I think that's fun and free and I'm ready for the next time. I'm going to do a little page in this book. And it's filling up really, really nicely with all kinds of items. I'm going to do this page here. I'm digging out of my little bucket with some items that have been cut out. Oh, I'll take those two. And maybe that one. Got all kinds of tiny magazine fussy cuts. And a card from our daughter for my birthday. That was a little while ago. I don't know if I'm going to need a background because it's paper bag. I'll use this. And I love these words. What's possible? I wonder if I can fit that whole thing on. Working small. I'm just going to trim it really close. What's possible? That does fit. And I have a heart. I can put that on there. I can put that on. I can do it like this. I'm going to go over here. And you won't see that it's a heart because it'll probably be covered up. Like that. I took a couple extra seconds to cut out the darker areas. And then what's possible? That can go down here. I put my little piece of magazine arrow on a cardstock, some scrap, and I'm going to staple it like this. What's possible? That's today's little page. And a fun page in the trash book that I've been working in. Let me see what I can do here. Oh, there's some more of that tissue paper. That was fun. This is some of our grandchildren's art. So I'm going to put, this was a package that I had kept, fun pack of cereal. I'm going to use that in here. Okay, the whole thing doesn't fit, so I will trim. Since I have my card from my birthday from our daughter and family, I'm going to put it here. Glue the whole card. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to put this Scrappy ruffle that I made on the edge because I want to hide the white. I'll trim off what I don't need. And then it's a good memory, a saved memory. This is from a postcard from a magazine. I'm going to fussy cut this out a little bit. There's this page. I use the star to keep my card down. And I have this piece of packaging that was torn when I opened it up on this side. I won't use all of it. I'll use some of it. See what happens with this page. Take this part off. Trash and fun to the journal. I'll leave a border. And I'll make it into a little tuck spot. It'll work out. Got the beginning of that page. Ruffle. Here's a scrap piece of letter. I can put that in there for now. And I can work on that at another time. That's this fun book for today. And this is a book that I had read. This was my parents' book, Drifting Home, Pierre Burton, and I dunked it in some tea 3 years ago, pulled it out and let it dry, and then I forgot all about it. So I took it out a couple of days ago and I repaired some of my edges that came apart. I took a lot of the pages out of here to make it thinner. I took all these out and I've been putting in scraps. I made this cute little, I call it a taco pocket. I put that in here. I'll just go through with you quickly. I took some of the pages from the book, and I made some reinforcements into the spine. And I've done some decorating with my scraps. Having a lot of fun in here, putting 2 pages together. You can see the tea staining. I had put this on my shelf and completely forgotten about it. Oh, there's this. I'm going to put this girl on. She's been in my books a lot. I'm going to use this just for the edge. That would be fun to maybe put a little bit of scrap fabric on here. After I read the book, I thought I'd like to do something but I didn't know what I was going to do. And now with all these fun scraps, it's the perfect time. Perfect time to use up your scraps. That can go on top like that. Okay. This was a photocopy from the photo of this girl that I've used in so many journals. And I think this is the last one. I thought it would be a fun picture in this book. I have my neon dollar store book journal. I have my trashy journal. It has a little, everything has, all of my journals have a little bit of everything. This one's going to be a little more subtle. A few more scraps from my bin. I'm going to make a little cluster here. There's some pretty shoes and a dress, and I think this is fitting. And I have these words that were squished all the way at the bottom, so I'll use those. Make something here. A little cluster somehow. I was reading the little words and phrases, and this is the one I chose. To find she was so perfectly alone. I'll use that one. Found some more thread, so I'll put, oh, and I stitched these together just with a little tack. And that's this page for today. This page today in my found tea dipped book. The page in my little mini book. In my trashy junk journal, art journal. This side. And then a little bit over here. And a little bit of time in my dollar store journal. The bright neon one. So fun to work in all of these today. Have fun in your journals. Stay adventurous and be fresh. I'll see you very soon.